The story of Job, found in the Old Testament, is a profound narrative that explores themes of suffering, faith, and divine justice. Job is described as a blameless and upright man who feared God and shunned evil. He was blessed with great wealth, a large family, and good health, living a life of piety and prosperity. One day, in the heavenly court, Satan challenged God's assertion that Job's righteousness was genuine, suggesting that Job was faithful only because of the blessings he received. To test Job's integrity, God allowed Satan to take away his possessions, children, and health, but forbade him from taking Job's life. In quick succession, Job lost his livestock, servants, and all 10 of his children to tragic events. Despite his immense grief, Job did not sin or curse God. Instead, he mourned deeply, tearing his clothes and shaving his head. But he still worshipped God, saying, "The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." Satan then afflicted Job with painful sores from the soles of his feet to the crown of his head. Job's suffering was so intense that his wife urged him to curse God and die, but Job refused, maintaining his faith and integrity. 3 of Job's friends, Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar, came to comfort him. They sat with him in silence for 7 days, sharing in his sorrow. When they finally spoke, they suggested that Job's suffering must be a punishment for some hidden sin. They urged him to confess and repent, believing that his suffering would then be alleviated. Job, however, maintained his innocence and expressed his frustration with his suffering. He lamented his condition and questioned the justice of his suffering, but did not lose his faith in God. He longed for an audience with God to plead his case and understand the reason for his trials. A 4th friend, Elihu, also spoke, emphasizing God's greatness and justice, suggesting that suffering can be a means of purification and discipline rather than punishment for sin. Finally, God responded to Job out of a whirlwind, challenging Job's understanding of divine wisdom and the complexities of the universe. God did not provide a direct answer to Job's questions about his suffering, but emphasized his own sovereignty and the limitations of human understanding. Job humbly accepted God's response, acknowledging his own ignorance and repenting for questioning God's wisdom. In the end, God restored Job's fortunes, giving him twice as much as he had before. Job's family and friends returned to comfort him, and he was blessed with more children and a long life. Job lived to see his children's children to the 4th generation, and he died old and full of days. The story of Job is a timeless exploration of faith, suffering, and the human condition, offering profound insights into the nature of divine justice and the importance of maintaining faith in the face of life's greatest trials.